Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program. I'm your host, Jenny. Today, we're diving into some fascinating news from Hong Kong and beyond. First up, Hong Kong stocks are on the rise, thanks to some impressive economic data from China. The Hang Seng Index has climbed to a one-week high, driven by strong profits from companies like AIA Group and Ning. It seems like the market is buzzing with optimism. In other news, we have the Gale Well Group, a property investment firm, looking to sell off assets worth nearly $386 million amid a challenging real estate market. With banks taking a cautious approach, it's a tough time for many investors, but some buyers are still showing interest in these properties. It's a roller coaster ride in the property sector. And for those who love a touch of luxury, Hermès has just launched its first high jewellery collection, Les Formes de la Couleur. This stunning collection features vibrant pieces designed by Pierre Hardy, blending geometry and color theory into wearable art. It's a beautiful celebration of creativity and craftsmanship. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage. South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong stock surged to a one-week high, driven by robust economic data from China that exceeded expectations, signaling a stronger recovery. The Hang Seng Index rose by 1.2%, with notable gains from AIA Group, which saw a remarkable 82% profit increase and announced a substantial stock buyback plan. Other major players like Ning and HSBC Holdings also posted significant gains. The National Bureau of Statistics revealed that China's retail sales rose by 4% in early 2024, surpassing estimates, while industrial production and fixed asset investment also showed impressive growth. In response to the economic climate, the Chinese government introduced a 30-point guideline to stimulate consumer spending, which is expected to further boost market confidence. In a contrasting narrative, Gale Well Group, a Hong Kong property investment firm, is preparing to sell assets worth approximately 3 billion Hong Kong dollars, $386 million, amid a challenging real estate market. Founder Jacinto Tong highlighted the difficulties investors face as banks adopt a cautious stance, calling in loans and adjusting mortgage terms, leading to a rise in distressed sales. With rental incomes declining and property valuations shrinking, many owners are forced to sell at lower prices. Gale Well plans to sell about 10% of its portfolio to stabilize loan ratios and appease banks, including notable properties in Wan Chai and Admiralty. Despite the current market slump, Tong remains optimistic about potential buyers, particularly cash-rich mainlanders and conservative local investors, as market sentiment shows signs of stabilization. In the realm of haute jewellery, South China Morning Post showcases Hermès' innovative new collection, Les Formes de la Couleur, which redefines the concept of color in jewelry. Creative director Pierre Hardy draws on his background in color theory to create striking pieces that blend geometry and craftsmanship. The collection features vibrant gemstones arranged in captivating shapes, such as rubies in squares and sapphires in circles, evoking artistic and emotional connections. Hardy's designs also incorporate movement and texture, with pieces that mimic brush strokes and seamlessly transition colors. This bold collection not only celebrates the diversity of color but also invites conversation, marking a significant shift in Hermès' approach to high jewelry, where each piece is a statement of artistry and innovation. South China Morning Post. In a vibrant celebration of artistry and luxury, Louis Vuitton has partnered with renowned Japanese artist Takashi Murakami to re-release a collection that originally made waves 2 decades ago. This re-edition, titled Louis Vuitton x Murakami, features over 200 delightful creations, infused with the spirit of springtime cherry blossoms. The collection showcases iconic pieces like city bags and silk scarves adorned with Murakami's cheerful floral motifs, all brought to life through innovative digital printing techniques. American actress and Louis Vuitton ambassador Zendaya stars in the campaign, embodying the joyful essence of this collaboration that marries traditional craftsmanship with contemporary art. Nikkei Asia Info Technologies, China's leading telecom software provider, is leveraging its partnership with AI startup DeepSeek to enhance its capabilities and expand into international markets. The company has integrated DeepSeek's AI model into its telecom infrastructure solutions, significantly improving service efficiency for major clients like China Mobile and China Unicom. With impressive results such as a 75% reduction in training costs and a 200% acceleration in response times, Asia Info aims to capitalize on the growing demand for AI in the telecom sector, particularly in regions like Southeast Asia and Africa. As the company looks to broaden its horizons, it recognizes the vast potential in the overseas market, particularly in industries like mining and energy. South China Morning Post Hong Kong is witnessing a surge in demand for AI talent, with over 2,000 job openings as the city strives to establish itself as a hub for innovation and technology. The upcoming Cyberport Career Fair is set to feature a diverse range of employers, with 70% seeking AI professionals, particularly in sectors like education technology, which accounts for the largest share of job vacancies. The competitive salaries for AI roles are attracting professionals from various backgrounds, with many considering a shift into AI-related careers. The Hong Kong government is also investing heavily in AI development, pledging substantial funds to foster a pro-innovation environment and establish a dedicated AI research and development institute, underscoring the city's commitment to becoming a leader in technological advancement. South China Morning Post praises the recent decision by Hong Kong lawmakers to lift restrictions on the storage of embryos for personal use, marking a significant step forward for family planning in the city. The Council on Human Reproductive Technology has proposed allowing residents to store embryos indefinitely, a move aimed at addressing the challenges faced by couples in their reproductive journeys. Personal stories, such as that of Nixie Lam Lam, highlight the struggles many face, especially with the public healthcare system's limitations on IVF treatment. Advocates argue that removing storage restrictions must be accompanied by broader reforms, including lifting age limits for IVF and addressing societal factors that discourage childbearing, such as economic conditions and housing shortages. In another report, South China Morning Post reveals that Hong Kong professionals can expect salary increases this year, with many projected to receive raises between 2.4% and 5%. Surveys indicate that a significant majority of hiring managers foresee positive pay adjustments, particularly in high-demand sectors like IT and finance. However, the backdrop of a sluggish economy and a civil service pay freeze raises concerns about the overall job market stability. Experts suggest that while the pay outlook is optimistic, uncertainty looms over future salary trends, especially with the government's efforts to manage its substantial deficit and the impact of external economic factors. Additionally, ICBC, Asia, expresses confidence in supporting Hong Kong's property developers despite the sector's challenges, including rising non-performing loans and weak sales. The bank's head of corporate banking reassures that lending will continue, particularly to established developers, as they navigate the current market landscape. With a commitment to maintain stable loan quality and assist developers in managing their debt, ICBC, Asia, aims to foster recovery in the property sector. The bank also anticipates growth in other sectors, such as infrastructure and technology, which may further bolster its lending activities in the coming year. South China Morning Post highlights the insights from Jose Vinales, the outgoing chairman of Standard Chartered, regarding the implications of President Trump's trade policies on global trade dynamics. Vinales suggests that while fears of a super tariff on China may be exaggerated, the current tariffs could indeed reshape trade relationships, particularly benefiting regions like Asia, the Middle East, and Africa. He notes that Hong Kong is poised to be a critical hub for international trade as it recovers from the pandemic, evidenced by a significant uptick in the bank's profits and the bustling activity at Hong Kong International Airport. Vinyls emphasizes that despite the challenges posed by tariffs, there are opportunities for new trade partnerships, particularly as companies seek to diversify their supply chains away from the U.S. In an opinion piece from the South China Morning Post, the exit of Deliveroo from the Hong Kong market serves as a stark reminder of the competitive pressures within the food delivery industry. Deliveroo's decision, attributed to unprofitable operations, follows a trend where other platforms like Uber Eats have also retreated from the market. The piece underscores the challenges faced by food delivery services in a city grappling with economic sluggishness and changing consumer behaviors. With the arrival of new competitors like Kita, the dynamics of the market are shifting, raising concerns about the implications for pricing and service quality for consumers and restaurants alike. The article suggests that while consumers may not feel immediate impacts, the long-term effects on competition could reshape the landscape of food delivery in Hong Kong. Economist Robin Xing from Morgan Stanley discusses the evolving landscape of the Chinese economy in light of recent policy changes and ongoing trade tensions with the U.S., particularly under the potential Trump 2.0 scenario. He expresses cautious optimism about China's economic recovery, highlighting a shift towards consumption-driven growth and the importance of structural reforms. Xing outlines the 3 Rs: restructuring debt, rebalancing consumption, and implementing reforms, as crucial for reviving consumer confidence and stimulating the economy. He notes that while China has improved its position to handle tariffs better than in the past, the persistent deflationary pressures and geopolitical uncertainties remain significant hurdles. The conversation reveals a nuanced understanding of the interplay between domestic policy measures and external economic challenges, with a focus on the need for deeper social welfare reforms to bolster consumer spending and stabilize the economy. South China Morning Post reports on Hollywood actress Michelle Monaghan, who is currently starring in the third season of HBO's acclaimed series The White Lotus, filmed in Thailand. Monaghan, who is also set to reprise her role in the sequel to The Family Plan alongside Mark Wahlberg, shared her fondness for co-star Parker Posey and highlighted the show's diverse cast, including K-pop star Lisa from Blackpink. Despite her busy schedule, Monaghan makes time for family, attending events like New York Fashion Week with her daughter, Willow. Her husband, Peter White, an Australian designer and founder of the skincare brand Habitual, supports her career, even encouraging her when she had to film an intimate scene with Tom Cruise shortly after their wedding. In another piece from the South China Morning Post, Carrie Coon, known for her role in The White Lotus, addressed rumors about her marriage to Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright Tracy Letts. After comments made during an interview were misinterpreted, Coon clarified that they have an open-minded relationship, not an open marriage. She praised their communication, stating that they discuss attractions openly, which adds excitement to their bond. Letts, who has a rich background in theater and film, has made a significant impact with his work, including the Pulitzer Prize-winning play August, Osage County. The couple, who met during auditions for a play, married in a hospital in 2013, and they share 2 children together. The South China Morning Post also highlights actress Meredith Hayner, who is married to Wyatt Russell, Kate Hudson's half-brother. The duo, who have been described as lookalikes, recently presented an award together at the Critics' Choice Awards, showcasing their close bond. Hayner, who met Russell while filming Folk Hero and Funny Guy, expressed her love for their life together, including camping adventures with their dog. She has also made a name for herself in the acting world, starring in various projects alongside notable actors. Recently, Hayner faced challenges due to the Los Angeles wildfires, but received generous support from her sister-in-law Kate Hudson, who offered her home during this difficult time. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Scrolling through the headlines, another crazy day. 6 degrees of stories, connecting in their way. From the weather to the sports, and everything we see. People making news on TV screens for free. 6-degree world, where the news comes in a whirl. Every story ties together like a ribbon in a twirl. Sit back and watch it all. Big and small they call. From city lights to countryside, we're connected after all. A laugh, a cry, a sigh, news is flying high. From city lights to countryside, we're connected after all. A laugh, a cry, a sigh, news is flying high. No matter where you are, you'll never fall from the buzz. 6-degree world, where the news comes in a whirl. Every story ties together